Now, Portia, this is the cool part because we're doing this podcast and we didn't rehearse anything. We haven't had a bunch of Q&A and what I'm going to say and what. Now, here's another one I think you're going to love because of the focus on credibility in this episode. When I began writing my book, 2 years, no, 5 years later, I started thinking in my mind, what is it that made me credible? And I thought about the trust that I gained from people. But I said, I think trust is inherent in something else. So I came up with a formula for credibility. And credibility equals authenticity plus competence times consistency. Now, the competence component of that formula for credibility, it encapsulates working with and through others, bringing others along, influencing outcomes, setting a vision. Like to me, to be competent, you must do all of that. It's not just being that individual that gets stuff done while stepping over people's backs, right? And then the authentic part often gets isolated as, hey, be authentic and you're going to be a great leader. No, you must get stuff done. You must execute, right? So I combine those two, but then you've got to do it consistently. You need to be known for that, which is the only way to get known for those attributes. You got to do it on a consistent basis, not on Mondays or every other month. And when you have all those components, you will be credible. And I tell you, I'm 60 years old, and after 35 years, I was always a student of what was going on as someone who was a first generation college graduate. No one in my family had graduated in my family before me, even though I was the youngest of seven. But I was always trying to figure out what I need to be and do to be like that person I was seeing. And I was constantly trying to figure out, is there a formula? I never thought I'd be in this place talking to someone about these two ways of thinking about executive presence and credibility and how they kind of correlate to one another. But here we are.
A lot of writer downers, Victor, for everyone. I was going to ask you prior to this conversation, what your definition of credibility is, but we know that it's authenticity plus competence times consistency. So I love that formula as well. Why do you think building credibility at work is important?
So I will let you know, Portia, that even as much as I'm able to kind of rail off these comments that you and I are talking about now, I continue to refresh my own thoughts and perspective on these things and will revisit books that I've read, which I highly recommend people, A, to read, but also take good notes at the front of the book